Yo.
Welcome to the Underdog Podcast, the most known unknown where real eyes realize. God damn it.
Yes,
I'm your
sir.
host, SliE Khaldun. I got my boy TLEE with me today. We got some, what I'm saying, a lot of stuff we gotta, touch bases with y'all with today. We got a special guest coming in today, Tru Sol, gonna come
Mm-hmm.
bless us today. You know what I mean? We're gonna talk about his artistry journey today and stuff.
Already. VA base, man. This is episode 5. You know what I mean? Season 2 on Signature Series Network TV.com, by the way.
All day, every day.
But, how we kick it, man. We got to go on and feed the people, man. Give them some, you know what I mean? Real quick. Here we go.
Got a plethora of news to hit you with, man. Before we get started with anything, man, we want to dive real deep into the updates on, Joe Biden and his administration. As we all know, everybody in the world pissed with this fuck boy. We don't fucked around and let him in the office, and everybody see all these inflations going up with gas prices, food, rent, everything going up like a mug. This man is sitting tremendous amount of money to foreign countries such as Ukraine. From what I'm not mistaken, he sent $40 billion to Ukraine. Meanwhile, over here in America, we over here fucked.
Gas going high, food going
everything.
high, rent going high.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
You think the U.S. economy is on some bubble kush right now?
Well, bro, and when you think about it, bro, all those 3 stimulus checks they gave which were nothing. We basically down there gave it back to the economy by paying our rent, the food, and the gas. We done dished all that shit right back to the folk. You know what I mean? And everybody from other foreign countries, they eating, man, except from us, man. So I mean, I want to pull up this quick little article we ran across.
You see it
yet? Yeah, I see. I'm about to pull it up on the screen. Breaking news. So, thousands of children was rescued, mutilated bodies recovered from Biden's own Ukraine property. So this man got a whole property over there in Ukraine right now, and they don't found bodies, mutilated bodies of kids over there. And as we all know, and for the people in the back that don't know, his son Hunter Biden has been under investigation due to the fact that they got his laptop confiscated and going through his emails and his laptop, and they showing like all type of business deals with Russia and China, Ukraine, and all type of money exchanges. Same time they finding all type of pedophilia shit he's doing with little kids and doing all type of drugs and stuff with these little kids. And and for the record, you know what I mean, since we live on YouTube and everything, this is allegedly. We would like for everybody to go in and do their own homework. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Even though we over here dropping facts, we don't want y'all to just take our word. We would rather for you to go in, do your own research. You just, you know what I mean, come up with your own conclusion. But from this article that we're reading, like we said, that they found a bunch of mutilated children's bodies over there in his Ukraine property.
Tens of thousands, mainly Asian children, have been rescued. The mutilated bodies of thousands more children recovered by Russian military from U.S.-owned and run bioweapon underground tunnel. It says ran beneath a 200-acre Biden-owned property in Ukraine. It said Russia was expected to soon expose Ukraine bioweapons lab and tunnels. Man, and they got videos being shared, with Russia, seeing the Ukraine carrying out children who ain't been seen in a while, But
sad, bro. That's sad, man. And it's like everybody just too distracted to even look at stuff like this, man, because it just go right by your head because you're so distracted with, you know, your favorite artist dropping a new album or the next trend on TikTok, the motherfucking the next challenge, and you know what I'm saying. Everybody want to be focused on, you know what I'm saying, this YSL case with Young Thug and again locked up with the RICO charge, and that's just distractions, man. We need to be focusing on the real things, man. It's a lot of stuff going on.
It's going to continue being a lot of different distractions going on too. That's not going to stop. It's not going to be a time where they're going to allow like the average mind to have time to really think. You're going to have the pressure of this economy, everybody else problems, as far as celebrities, you know, getting their, you know, entertainment pushed out to people. So, hey, you know, when you're building yourself and learning yourself and everything, you start to detach from the distraction. So, you know, that's one of the main reasons we're here, you know, to get you to think. In the words of Dan Calloway.
For real, because me personally, man, I try to like detach from all the type of the BS around, like, you know what I mean? I know we all got kids and all that type of stuff, but you know what I mean? Just I like to sit my phone down, you know, put it on do not disturb and try to get away from social media and just like, you know what I'm saying, meditate, go out in nature and get tapped back in and within myself and learn myself better and get myself grounded. That shit, it be making me feel much better, man. I get so much clarity by doing that shit, man. I'd be ready to take the world on after that. You know what I mean? But in other news, I was talking to one of my partners, man, and we was having a crazy discussion, man. And I had told him what I came across. And I told him, bro, go ahead and Google the original map of the United States. He was like, why? I was like, bro, just Google the map. And it's called the Exotic Map of the United States. Reason being, because the map will actually show you what was called what and what was the names of the towns before Christopher Columbus and William Pence came over and all that crazy shit.
Right.
They did what they did. And before these colonizers came and did what they did. But I was like, yo, just look that up, bro. He was like, what? So I'm finna pull this up and let the folks know what I'm talking about.
United States, aka Turtle Island. You know what I mean? You gotta think about what America was called before it was America. Because America comes from our United States government. You know, you start something, you get it going. I mean, everybody got to think about what was before. You know, this ain't nothing but a corporation going on right now. We getting pimped. By the way, too, while you're looking that up, man, I was in Home Depot, you know, because I am officially finna start my garden. You know, I'm basically, you know, grow my own stuff, which you want to do that anyways, so you can know the freshness of what you're getting. Because you go to these stores and you buy vegetables and fruit, you don't know how long that stuff really been there, man. You buy it one day, the next day it's already ripe. You know. But yeah, I overheard a conversation. You know, the lady was in front of me and she was like, "Yeah, I'm getting ready for Juneteenth. Yeah, cause my people free." And I'm licking her in the face, but you know, I'm like, bro, this ain't a conversation I'm finna have right now. This ain't even my conversation. But I mean, I understand, you know, the message behind it, but just like Black Lives Matter, man, they feed these messages, man, and I feel like I don't want to be a part of what they tell us to celebrate. You know, when they get involved with our stuff, I want our own stuff separate from that, you know.
Big fan, major fan.
Yeah, man.
Can you see my screen?
Yeah, I see it. But yeah, when they get involved, man, I don't want no parts of nothing. I don't. When she sat there and talked about free, I wanted to say free. How? What's going on? Like, I'm just like, man, I let her have that, but her emphasis and everything, how hard she was going for, it's like, it's crazy, man. But I mean, I understand it. You know, you grow up under a system belief, and you know, it be embedded so deep. But as you get older, the older you get, you know what I'm saying, you start putting every A to B together, connecting the dots. But yeah, the map pulled up, bro.
So boom, yeah. I just wanted you to finish what you were saying. That shit was powerful, bro. I liked
Yeah,
that, bro. But you're right, bro. Shit's
yeah. I
lame as
wasn't
hell.
I wasn't going for that.
So this here is the exotic map of the United States, featuring towns that actually exist. So these towns existed before Christopher Columbus and his whole crew came over here and just fucked us. You know
These
what I
are
mean? And these
Neezy foundations, right?
Niji towns, bro. And
Right.
as you see, bro, people will get mind fucked because as you see Cuba. That was the name of a town. You got Trinidad. You got Greece. You got Mexico all the way up there where New York supposedly supposed to be at, and Boston and all that crazy shit. You got Berlin, Sweden, Turkey is up there by where Tallahassee type shit.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got Jerusalem. Look at Jerusalem. Jerusalem is Georgia. You know what I mean? And,
Well, I
and you
ain't too
got
far from
Athens.
Atlanta.
You got England, bro. And these are the original names of these cities and towns. Look at China. China way down here. These are the
Wow.
original names, bro. Jordan. All these countries, bro. I mean towns, I'm sorry. And you would think to yourself, look at Pakistan, Palestine. That's over there in
Mm-hmm.
so-called Texas, right? And you would think to yourself, like, damn, how the hell is this? I don't get it. So Scotland, you know what I mean? So, it's crazy. And
Man, one.
yeah, and I'm looking at this map like I'm so mind fucked when I first saw it, right? And
Right.
I'm like, damn, dog. So you telling me these are the original towns and the names of these cities and or whatever, whatnot. So
Right.
how the hell these other countries, so-called countries that we call these names now, got these names? They have stole the names, right? And just
Mm-hmm.
goddamn founded their own land. They just took the names of our towns and just refounded them in another location. So that's how they mind fuck us, bro. And I'm showing you this map to say that even when I go look up, now this is all on Google now. Even if I go look up, when was Ukraine founded? And it's gonna tell you flat dab, you know what I mean? And this is why I say, man, you gotta constantly do your research.
Oh.
Ukraine was
Ooh.
founded August 24th, 1991. What does that mean? That
Ukraine
means
ain't even old.
Ukraine is only 30 years old. Feel me? Look at Russia. Russia was founded on December
Well, it
25th,
was just a big
1991.
landmass, just unknown landmass, so that's when they got his name in
Yeah,
1991.
that's when they got his name. They just renamed that landmass. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Berlin, Germany, and you see a lot of this stuff, bro. And you
Oh
telling me
man.
this, yeah. And it's a mind fuck, bro. And you ask yourself, like, what was these original names? You can actually go search the
Right.
original names to these countries and stuff. But like I said, yo, they just took our names to our towns, our Niji towns, and the word Niji just simply means indigenous or aboriginals to this
Right.
landmass that we currently are sitting on. And, you know, so-called Black and African Americans and Latinos are the aboriginals indigenous to this landmass.
Right.
Like I was telling my partner TLEE, man, we was never Black or African American. Those terminologies came into play. Well, Black
No.
came into play in 1965 due to
Jesse
Susie
Jackson.
Carmichael's and Jesse Jackson, especially Susie
Yeah.
Carmichael's. He was the first one, a college foreigner, came up with that coin fucking name, Black and I'm Proud, be it bullshit. And if you go back and look into Dr. Martin Luther King, he was actually pissed at Susie Carmichael's for even keep hollering the word Black and I'm Proud, because
Yeah.
at that time, calling anyone Black was a derogatory slur.
It was
It was like
slur.
calling somebody
Mm-hmm.
a bitch or a fuck nigga. You know what I mean? And it was a
Mm-hmm.
derogatory slur, man. And nowadays we just so openly willing to call
Oh
ourselves
man.
Black and African
You know
American.
what's crazy? I'm gonna try to put it up, man. But the magazines back in the day exposed a lot. They weren't even using the words black. Copper was used.
Yeah, Negroes or Indians, free
Man,
Indians. You know what I
I'm gonna
mean?
find. Oh, I got it. Or 10. I'm gonna put it up, man. Gotta pull this up, cause yeah, we just like the age of information, man. It's important. We gotta know this. You know, this is extremely
The
important.
information,
So
man.
the more we know, the
So
more we can sharpen our minds. You feel me?
see this shit, bro. You got Jordan, all this stuff, bro. Like this is the original map, the exotic map of the United States, and the United States is simply a corporation. See, back in
Oh
the
yeah.
days, we used to call this whole landmass Turtle Island. Why is that? Because it's shaped like a turtle, so we call it Turtle Island. And like I said, when Christopher Columbus and them came over here and they so-called founded this land, they turned it into a whole corporation. So now we just up under this umbrella of the United States, which is a corporation. And
And
that's
for
why they
those
create these
watching,
birth certificates. Yeah.
and for those watching, with Juneteenth, right when this so-called Juneteenth happened and Abraham Lincoln did what he did, Reconstruction came at the same time when they gave away millions of acres of land, and the government really just founded itself at that time. They classified themselves as first class citizens and everything like that too. So people can't just forget that event and just take one thing. Like I say, you should be, you know, very concerned when they want to give you something or give you something to celebrate or tell you this and that. I say I don't want no parts, bro. I don't go. It's just like seeing them make products, that's exclusively on our day or it's supposed to be our tradition or something like that, and market it to make money, bro. It's like blackface to me. It's just
Right.
throwing A's in our face. You know what I mean? Like,
And that's what I was telling people is like, fuck a Juneteenth. Why I'm saying this? Because once they coined Juneteenth as a holiday for us, white people got their hands on it.
Yep.
Whenever what
Corporations.
Yes, bro. So this is why you're going to start seeing a lot of products having the Juneteenth on it, and white people. I don't even like to call them white people, pale faced, because they pale. We all want to know that's not the real. White is a classification, it's not a race.
Right.
Pale people,
I mean,
the Caucasians. Yeah, they coined Juneteenth as a holiday, meaning they're going to start profiting off of Juneteenth. So it's no sense of celebrating the day where they're making money off of us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah, I don't want no parts of it, man. I mean, like I said, the only thing that I still hold true, even though I know more of the real of what's going on, man. I just like the principles behind Kwanzaa, man. It was one of our people, so everything that kind of we doing on this podcast is similar to that. Everybody come together, unity. You know what I mean? Like it got good principles behind it, but I'm more for that than anything else going on. But I say I'm not pressing it. I'm not celebrating nothing that they give us.
nope. I was telling my partner, I was like, every black so-called black organization that you see, white people has funded it, and there's no point of representing it, because at the end of the day, like I say, calling yourself black or African American, you just basically walking around saying you ain't nothing. Basically, right. In the Constitution, that's is literally saying your property. Property can't own property. We keep screaming about reparations, but right. Like I said, like I'm telling you, they don't owe reparations to black and African Americans. Why is that? Because the term black and African Americans came into play in the 1960s and stuff like that, and African Americans we start calling it in the 1990s, 1980s.
Right.
They don't owe those people shit. They owe the original Aboriginal indigenous people, because those are the people that they fucked over, which was the original people, which is us, our ancestors.
Paper genocide, Walter Plecker, Virginia.
Yes, sir.
That's all I'm gonna say. You do your own research, people. You know what I mean? Do your own research,
man. You know what I mean?
Look these figures up that they always want to paint as a superhero in society, or stuff like that. Look deeper into them. They only partially telling you things. But also, man, while we on this topic too, let me share the screen real quick of old magazines back then. So I'm pulled up.
Hold on, let me pull it up. Had to get off my stuff. I got a little delay on my end.
Yeah, nah, it's cool, man. And then lastly, before we, bring the guest in, we got to talk about more with this health thing going on and what recently transpired. But, so, as they say in the caption, Aboriginal_B on Instagram, they had every opportunity to make a Black or African American magazine and didn't. Instead, they named magazines for shades of brown for a reason. Our grands and greats hated the word Black. It was a racist slur, as we just mentioned. If being on code was on magazines, this would be it. So, see right here, 10 confessions. 10. You, the word you. I mean, you still got world's richest Negro woman.
Yeah.
Our world, bronze, Hollywood, bronze Valentino. All shades of brown. Bronze. I mean, it's right there in your romance. But yeah, I just wanted to, put that in the people's faces.
Yeah. And when you was bringing up the reclassification in 1871, the only reason why they had the not reclassification, they had the God damn it, I had a brain fart.
Oh, you talking about
reconstruction? Reconstruction.
Oh, yeah, the government, yeah.
They had the reconstruction. Yeah, they had the reconstruction because, like I say, they was bringing in a lot of foreigners, right? So when they came over, they was like, damn, bro, all these DGs got all these businesses, and this is around the time we was actually in the government still. Yeah. We had the Wall Street going on, we had our own towns going on, and they had to come through and they had to do a whole reconstruction. When they did the whole reconstruction, they started giving certain lands and titles to all the foreigners coming over. That's why they call it reconstruction.
Yeah, get it back in order. That's all.
Yeah. She was crazy.
Yeah, man. Then like I say, guess that, man. Recent news: the cows. Where was the cows located, man?
Oh, the cows were located it was located in Kansas City.
Kansas City. So all those cows just tipped over and died. Like, let's talk about that, man. I've never seen nothing like that in my life. Like, so never heard of it.
As people know, man, everybody know, man. As you know, of course, you being outside, the heat of the sun is rising right now, man, and it's no global warming, none of that stuff. It's just the sun, the temperature is rising because it's a whole. How should I say this? It's a whole great like. The sun is about to start burning a lot of stuff that's unnatural under it, right? So the heat is rising. So people that's fair skinned, pale people, they're going to start, catching photodermatitis. Go research that, photodermatitis, and that just simply means like you get melanoma, burning of the skin. You know what I mean? And no amount of sunscreen are going to protect you. Like, it's just going to happen. And you're going to start seeing a lot of more people wearing sunshades on their eyes, and because their eyes can't take the sun. And I was telling T, I was like, bro, like that right there lets you know that the cows that died, they unnatural, man. And they died, bro. And all that beef that people been eating is unnatural. You're not supposed to be eating that shit. And right there, that shows you right there, man. It's gonna keep happening. It's gonna keep happening over and over again, man. And you know, as a melanated people, man, you shouldn't fear the sun. The sun is the best thing that's happening to us. The sun is actually.
I'm gonna keep it real funky with everybody, man. You know what I'm saying? So when we see all this stuff on the news about fast food and different things, these large corporations don't care about your health. These pharmaceuticals don't care about your health. So meaning me saying that is like we got to get back to. I told SliE this, man. I said if we ain't learned nothing from our grandparents, if your grandparents ain't give you no type of game or nothing, you knew they had a garden in their backyard. You know they had a garden. If your aim is not self-explanatory, you get older, you understand what's going on. So it's like we got to get back to that, man. And a lot of our people got away from it and want to ease it away. But it's like times like this, with rent going up, food going up, gas going up, man. You gotta get it how you live out here, man. And I recently I'm about to start meal garden, man. Got some bell peppers, cucumbers, essentials, man. The watermelon, strawberries, like I'm trying to get all that going in the back, man. So I can know how fresh my stuff is. I ain't gotta worry about it spoiling after a couple of days. You know what I'm saying? That really be a pet peeve of mine, bro. These people put these dates on it. You know what I'm saying? And they just put a stick on there, and it might be older than that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta think about the transporting of it, getting there, all this type of stuff going on. And just like you showed the video to me a long time ago about them with the processed meat and how they make the expired meat look redder just so they can sell it.
Yeah. So I'm gonna drop this down. Yeah, I want to drop this little download on people, man. I was in the store yesterday, right? And I was getting some little produce out of there. And I was noticing, I've been noticing this stuff like the past 8 months, but it's getting actually worse. Food shortage, bro. It's happening. It's happening. And it's going to get to the point where people are going to start to panic. And this is why I'm so adamant about the people around me and the people that's not around me to change they live it. I don't like to say diets because that's the word die. Live it. Change your live it to plant-based, man. We need to get back to eating, fruits and vegetables, man. You need to drop all this meat. It's not good for our genetic makeup.
And the fatty system gonna be destroyed.
Exactly. We need to let go of all this processed foods, this beef, this cheese, all this stuff is actually killing us, bro. It's no such thing as, oh, my grandparents had this, health issue and they pass it along. The only thing they pass along is them fucked up recipes, them greasy ass foods.
Bad habits, man.
Yeah, the bad habits. They they want to had the audacity to call things soul food. That shit is not no damn soul food. That's death food. We've been eating that greasy ass shit, and it's killing our bodies, breaking us down, breaking our body down. And yeah, we can. You may eat this shit for 30, 40 years and don't feel no symptoms. But like I was telling T, bro, it's cause and effect. No virus or disease starts from outside. It starts from within. So everything that you eat is a cause and effect. And that's when karma comes into play. So if I'm eating fucked up foods, I may not feel it in the next 10 years. I might not feel it in the next 20 years. But cause and effect is gonna fuck my shit up from the insides and fuck my cells up. See, they say in the South, cancer is more susceptible to happen because all the black folks and the Latinos live in the South. We live around a whole food desert. What's a food desert? That means if you Google in your radius of where you live at, there's no nutritious foods. Everywhere you go is fast food over here. Billboard of a fast food advertisement. It's everywhere you go. You look at commercials, ads, pizza. They just showing you all type of fucked up processed foods. And I get it. It's a tough task, but I don't want the people I love. I don't want the people I love or even our people in general to wait until a health crisis or issue happens to them for them to try to take. Yeah, and it's like
you're looking for the most you looking for the fastest natural remedy you can find out there. You know what I mean? Man, if you know a Dr. Savior, man, Dr. Savior told you too, man. Dick Gregory put it out there too, man. And I dig they message because they was unapologetic. You know what I mean? So hey, it is what it is, man. That's like that's really like suicide, slow suicide, because you don't love yourself at that point to give yourself bullshit. You know?
Yeah, bro. And it's like you just eating to die. It's like we all just want to eat because it tastes good. And that's how they get us, because like I say, cancer, the war on cancer started in 1971. Why is that? Because this is when they started to put chemicals in the foods, right? And these chemicals that they put in the food is breaking our cells down slowly. So these is fucking the cells up to get cancer and all type of diabetes and all that other stuff. And it's fucking us up slowly, people. Don't be eating to die. Eat to live. You're supposed to put minerals in your body to heal it. You got just think about it. We are literally a walking universe that manifests in a human body. So you got trillions of cells. These cells are humanoids in our bodies. So we must feed them with minerals so they can take care of the body within. You know what I mean? I want to show y'all this clip from this goddamn documentary that just came out. I want to say 2 weeks ago, and it's free on YouTube. And I've been sending this documentary out to all my people and stuff this morning and stuff, because no cap, bro. This is heavy.
Before we bring the guests in, you know what I mean?
Right before we bring the guests in.
Gotta drop these downloads, man, because that's how we keep. You know what I mean? The downloads get to going.
Sheesh. Can you see me? Yo. Oh yeah, okay. I'm still alive with it. And I posted this on my IG earlier. And if you ain't following me, man, go follow your boy on IG. I always kick the game, man. I drop the knowledge, man. I'm all about raising the vibration of the planet. I'm all about dropping knowledge to the people. So if you ain't following me, please do. Try to bring this up. Try to bring my boy T back in. They don't kick them.
Me talking about you on YouTube, yeah, man. We on everything.
Hey, that stream y'all be capping sometimes, but yeah, man.
On television, all the pizza commercials, burger commercials, just fast food that you make at home, stuff that you take off the shelf and you pour it out of a box and put some water in it. You got an instant meal here. It's like, oh my God, are we killing ourselves?
One of the main reasons that we started eating processed food was it encouraged the shelf life of the product.
We were taught that these packaged foods were healthier and they were easier and they made our lives better. And many times it was a white refined food.
But of course, refined means about 97% of the fiber is gone, and enriched means most of the nutrients have been stripped out, but we've sprayed a few synthetic chemicals back on for you, and now we call it enriched.
Khaldun in this process. it was kind of confusing because I would read a study that would say this is good for you, and then another one would say no, that's actually bad for you. Something else is good for you.
The industry just has to keep the public confused. All that we need is enough confusion, and then people that throw up their hands and I'll forget it. I'll just do whatever I want to do.
The whole fast food thing on television, you know, all the pizza commercials, burger commercials, just fast food that you make at home, stuff that you take off the shelf and you pour it out of a box and put some water in it. You got an instant meal here. It's like, oh my God, are we killing ourselves?
One of the main reasons that we started eating processed food was it encouraged the shelf life of the product.
We were taught that these packaged foods were healthier and they were easier and they made our lives better. And many times it was a white refined food.
But of course, refined means about 97% of the fiber is gone, and enriched means most of the nutrients have been stripped out, but we've sprayed a few synthetic chemicals back on for you, and now we call it enriched.
Early on in this process, it was kind of confusing because I would read a study that would say this is good for you, and then another one would say no, that's actually bad for you. Something else is good for you.
The industry just has to keep the public confused. All that we need is enough confusion, and then people that throw up their hands and I'll forget it. I'll just do whatever I want to do.
Oh, gang. That's how they get us, man, family. You know what I mean? They like to get us with that stuff. And a lot of people like to be confused about what to eat and what not to eat. Man, because when I first made my transition, I'm not eating meat. I see you, bro. I'm not eating meat 2 years ago. It was a tough process, man. And for me to give it up, it was tough at first. But like I say, man, with anything, when it comes to disciplining yourself, it's a tough task, man. But like I say, man, that's just like getting up and working out, going to the gym every day. It's a tough task, but you got to get yourself in the routine. And if you really truly love yourself, you will make that transition of getting yourself up all the processed foods and all that other stuff. And I mean, it's going to be truly a good thing. And that documentary, like I say, man, get the name of that thing. It's free. Go watch it on YouTube right now. It's called Eating You Alive. Eating You Alive. You know what I mean? Type it in YouTube, man, and go and get that download. I promise you, man. Like, seriously, like, I was telling T, man, like, yo, I done shed some tears towards that end of that documentary just to see people, you know, sick, and then they just made that transition to plant-based and getting themselves off the medications and just getting their life back on track. It was just heart-filling for me, man, because seeing someone that was 300 pounds and they dropped, you know what I'm saying, a lot of massive weight in the amount of, you know what I mean, 2 months, yo. And, you know, it was this one guy, he was not a believer of the whole plant-based thing, right? And he had, you know, high blood pressure, diabetes, and just for eating plant-based foods for 3 weeks, he coming back to the doctor and get some, you know, test results for his blood pressure and stuff, and not taking no medicine. He seen a big difference in his blood pressure, and the doctor was like, yo, you know, what's the secret? What you been doing? And he's like, yeah, it turned him into a believer. You know what I mean? It actually made his wife more happier. And you know what I mean? I just enjoyed to see that, man, and to see someone make that big transition and start, you know what I mean, choosing to live. So yeah, bro. I see StreamYard kept kicking you out, cuz.
Yeah, they tried the whole, you know, man. I don't know, but y'all already know, man. Episode 5 now on Signature Series TV Network.com. You know what I mean? Shout out to the sponsor, BOAMEDCB on Instagram. Make sure y'all check them folk out, man. 40 acres and a mule, you know what I mean? So make sure y'all head over to BOAMEDCB. But the moment you've been waiting for, man, we got a VA-based artist, Tru Sol. You know what I mean? This is Tales from the Underdawgs. Real.
Tales from the Underdog, man.
Yes, sir. What's going on, fellas?
Yo, what's good,
yo.
bro?
Ain't too much going on with you, bro.
Man, you know how we doing, just kicking it over here, man. You know, it's an honor to have you on here, man. You feel me? Like I say, man, welcome to the Underdog Podcast, man. With realize. You know what I'm saying? You kicking it with the most known unknowns, you feel me? But before we kick the interview off, man, I gotta show you a recent project right now, man, that you just dropped. On YouTube. Let me go put it up real quick. But yeah, this Tru Sol, everybody. But while I'm doing that, man, in 30 seconds, you know what I'm saying, let the viewers and listeners know something about you, you know what I'm saying, as a person outside of your artistry.
Hey, bro, listen. 3 things I stand on: God, family, and the rest is going. And then money after that. You know, it's all gonna follow. Huge on knowledge yourself. So hearing the way you guys talking on here, man, it's been a pleasure thus far already. I appreciate y'all guys having me.
No doubt, man.
Yeah, I actually got it pulled up right now, man. This is Tru Sol, Remy Rebels, Major Way.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Gotta feel me. La Familia. La Familia. Remy Rebels. Tru Sol, nigga. Yeah. Caught up in the world when the trauma, I'm trying to break away. Better place with my mama, I'm trying to make a wake. Trouble in my dreams last night, woke up and faced the Jake. What can I say but hey, thankful for another day. Limitations put on my life so I can't see no limit. Wicked times up in my vivid memory, I hope my child will see it in me. Why so many move with greed and envy? Hold on, dig deeper, Remy. Okay, we living in a world full of wicked lies. Where they bash and steal your hope before they empathize. Harsh truths from a righteous soul, what I epitomize. They said a man ain't supposed to cry too many times. Second guessing on my luck. Remember just a year ago I was depressed as fuck. Stress trying to get a buck. A mess but ain't no giving up. Nowadays I spit these rounds aloud. I got my semi-tuck. It's La Familia. Trying to go like giddy up. Caught up in the world when the trauma, I'm trying to break away. I'm a man, so regardless, I think it's safe to say, whenever you get down about the problems that you face, hold your head, put up your hands, and then you say, come whatever it may, we gotta face today, and we can change our life up in a major way. I'm looking in the past, let it fade away. Regardless of what happened, it can't change today. Come whatever it may, we gotta face today, and we can change our life up in a major way. I'm looking in the past, let it fade away. Regardless of what happened, it can't change today. Come whatever it may.
Drowning in your face, that's the rookie mistake. I respect our war, see you know what they say. You miss 100% of all the shots you don't take. You switch 100% to all the lessons that made you. Listen up, nigga. Made a backbeat in contrast, so now I'm up, nigga. I had to learn to see that glass for what it was. But perception and understand is what it does when you're raised by the hood and the intentions were good. And drug dealing stuff, niggas did whatever they could. It's easy time to get respect, they did the best that they could. Now my finesse from this intellect is me a checking the power of walking that in the hours of darkness. Sense of honor that I possess is superpower. Who tell love, nigga? Through the mentality, they can't deny or evil eye on the slightest of who am I. That's what happens when you plug, nigga.
So come whatever it may, we gotta face the day, and we can change our life up in a major way. I'm looking in the past, let it fade away. Regardless of what happened, it can't change today. Come whatever it may, we gotta face the day, and we can change our life up in a major way. I'm looking in the past, let it fade away. Regardless of what happened, it can't change today. Come whatever it may.
Oh man, that's Remy Rebel, Tru Sol, Major Way.
Yeah, that was heavy, bro. I like that, bro. That was good, bro.
Yeah, man. We also got another video coming from the EP, Tales from the Fold later on. But like I say, man, so we done started from the soil up, man, how we always do it, man. So growing up in Virginia, man, like, what was that experience like for you, for the people that may not know, you know what I'm saying? What's the vibes like, though?
Bro, out here, it's just like everywhere else, man. You know, you got your haves and your have-nots. You got your hoods, and then you got your rich people or whatever, you know, you may say. From a town where, you know, Confederate flags is still flying out here. Let's just put it like that.
Right.
I mean, standing tall, not no not people wearing Confederate flag shirts, but I mean the flags, the tall.
Right.
Like I just rode past one today, just going to where I was going to. So, we still dealing with that, but standing by my people, standing for my people. It's always a pleasure to be from Virginia. You know what I'm saying? Because they ain't do nothing but make us strong out here.
Mm-hmm. That's real, man.
So like, what point did hip hop became a part of your life, and like who was your influences growing up?
Bro, it's always been a part of my life. My mom, when I was younger, she would always listen to Biggie, Pop, and then when I'm with my uncle, I'm hearing Busta Rhymes, Lauryn Hill, Onyx. I mean, it's just so many different artists that played a major role in it. But for me personally, as I grew into it, and I was like, okay, I decided to rap. Lil Wayne, Lil Wayne, there's no way around that, man. Like that's all we had bumping, man. From
right.
Carter 1 on up through the mixtape. I mean, it's undeniable.
Right. I mean, shoot, random, but like being an artist, you know what I'm saying? This question often get asked coming up in hip hop in general. Biggie or Tupac, and why?
That's a tough one, bro. That's a tough one. But for me, when it comes to the music, I'm gonna go Big because of the impact he had in such a short amount of time. As far as like not having that many albums, but if I had to be one of them as a person, I would choose Pop because of his fearlessness, what he stood for, and he was standing on his business. So I would go Pac as a person, but I'd go Big as an artist in general.
Big as an artist in general? That's
yes.
What's up, bro?
Yeah.
Like, so you.
Yes. Yeah.
He said he choose big over Pac personally in general.
Yeah. But that's mainly because like that's all me and my mom should listen to. So
right. I feel you.
So that's just my
personal.
I mean,
he was definitely a dope lyricist, though.
Yeah, he is.
yeah, but
I say when you have these conversations, it's either Big or Pop. You know what I'm saying? But Big was more. I was telling SliE, Big more of a like battle rapper. So you would put him with Jay and Busta. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I put him before Jay and Busta. You know, out the gate.
Oh, that's easy work right there. I definitely would put him before Jay and Busta too. But
yeah, most definitely.
It's just
a lot of Jay stuff came from Big too.
Right, but that's why Jay is who he is now.
Mm-hmm.
And you gotta look at it, hip hop billionaire. We don't see too many of those.
Right. So like, what was your first record you recorded, and like where you had that feeling of like really knowing music was meant for you, and like it made you keep progressing and building your talent? You know what I mean?
It was a record. Me and my homeboys, we were sitting there, and not only myself, but my homeboy's name, Reezy Ree. We wrote this record for our grandmothers.
Okay.
Once we recorded that record, it was done in his house or whatever. I knew that from then on, I was like, okay, I'm gonna take this serious. I'm gonna continue to go through with it. So that was the record for me. I can't even remember the name of it because it's been so long. I've really been doing music since I was 10 years old, so it's been a while.
Real tight.
I mean, shoot, I even like noticed like the melodic sound of your music that you display, your natural vocals and stuff with no autotunes. What do you enjoy most when you create your records? Is it like the writing process, or like vibing with the beat, or just recording it?
I enjoy the writing process the most.
Yeah.
Reason being is like, playing with words and coming up with double and triple entendres, and also being able to give it to the people in a way that they can receive it easily, where they don't have to, rewind it back so many times, but still having those bars, but still having those bars where they have to go back and be like, oh shit, he just said this. So yeah, the writing process is the best process for me. I enjoy that the most.
So like, do you freestyle or you write most of your content?
Bro, I write everything.
Yeah,
Everything. Like I don't freestyle nothing. I take pride in writing because that's just something that I enjoy to do. And typically, you know, if you listen to my music, you can tell that it's stuff that I actually been through. So it's my release and it's how I, you know, go through therapy. I'm my own therapist with the music. So that's why I write it down, put it on paper.
Yo, shout out to I need you, man. Marcus, man. Salute.
CEO.
Panel. That's what's up,
Salute.
man.
Salute.
Yeah, man.
So like, what as an artist, like, what would be your least favorite thing, though? You know, a pet peeve when you either in the studio or writing. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything got its pros and cons to it.
Hey, bro, listen. When I can't make that bar connect how I want it to connect, it's like when you have a bar, it's like you got it in your head. And you're like, how do I get from this point to that point?
Yeah.
Getting in that area, that's my biggest pet peeve. And I have to figure it out before I go to the next line.
Man, mine be like overlapping words, bro. Like I be having too many words to fit the bar, and I be like, man, I gotta go back and check, you know, Microsoft Word it, bro, with my head. Like,
yeah. See, like when I be writing, bro, I be trying to get in like different pockets and shit. Like, with my wordplay, bro. Like, it's just crazy. I don't know about y'all, but like different beats, you give me different type of tempos and you know what I mean. That shit be making me feel good. I be like, damn, I ain't never had this type of tempo. I ain't never rapped like this before, but a beat will feed me, like, you know what I mean?
Hey, SliE, I feel you on that because I tell people all the time I got at least 5 different pockets I can go into.
I know, right?
At least 5. It ain't one dimensional, man. We got 5 different pockets we can tap into.
Man, I got the Batman belt on. I got this over here, that over here.
Yeah, man, for real though. And TLEE, like that's something I be you know talking to my homeboys about because sometimes like you want that bar to flow fluent. So one word can throw it off.
Bruh, that's the whole thing. And everything on, you get that one bar, you're like, God damn, man. Like the rest of the flow was going, and you be like, man, bro, I keep stopping every time I get here, but I keep doing it again, and be like, bro, I'm tripping. My tempo probably was always coming.
For real, bro. So like, what is your least favorite thing or your pet peeve doing like your creative process as an artist? Because you know everything got pros and cons.
We just hit that.
We just hit. Yeah.
So like, bro, your top 3, and we know Biggie number 1. So who the other 2?
In reality, I'm gonna keep it real. Even though Big is one of the people who influenced me,
right?
Big is not number 1.
Oh man, we gotta hit the number 1, man. Who got the number 1 spot?
Hov is number 1.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. 2. I'm going someone that's still in the game right now. J. Cole.
Okay.
I ain't mad at you.
2 and 3 are interchangeable. We already stepped on this one. Lil Wayne. That was my 3 right there.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Lil Wayne,
2 and 3 interchangeable.
Oh man.
Damn, bro. When you gave him a top 3, you should have gave him a 5, man. That's hard.
Hey,
look, I be wanting to have her like make a decision like
right.
bro, like we gotta close the gap.
And look, and I respect it because you know majority of people they gonna have Big, they gonna have Pop there, and I just look at it like when I was able to understand, it was Hov. It was J. Cole. It was Lil Wayne. Big and Pop was, you know, I'm a 90s baby, so I grew up in that, but it wasn't something that I was understanding early on. You know, I had to grow into that. So.
Yeah.
I did. So like, what was the first project you released, and what are some of your favorite records in your catalog that no matter how old they are to you feel me, like it's timeless that you still bump like every now and then?
So believe it or not, Tales from the Foe It's the first official project that I dropped.
Oh, word. Okay, yeah,
Believe it or not, that's the first one. I've always
yeah.
dropped singles.
Yeah,
I've
we talking
always
about
dropped
singles too.
songs.
We gonna do the singles too in that. Everything in your catalog, man.
I've,
Everything.
Yeah.
I've always dropped singles. I've always dropped um, songs on, SoundCloud, different things of that nature. But
Mm-hmm.
I've always been quality over quantity type of guy. So um, I legit stayed patient until the timing was right because I wanted that quality to be perfect. When I dropped my EP, I'm coming right behind that. I know we gonna get into that later, so I ain't even gonna step on that.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna step
Yeah.
into that. So, but Tales from the Foe is actually the first EP. I do got songs that I go back to. Um, One of them, it was a song I did to Jeezy Don't Do It. It was called Granny Told Me Don't Do It. I
Mm-hmm.
always go back to that, and that don't be hitting too hard, bro. Too hard.
Yeah, man. It's just whether you listening to the singles, the EPs, or anything, man, that always display your growth. Like you say, you've been doing music since you were 10. I probably
Yeah,
about 12 when I started trying to put everything together, and it's like
Yeah.
recapping everything, like teenage years music. I still like all the stuff me and him personally made. You know, we was doing our thing. It's like I still listen to all that and just be like, man, look at the growth. You know, like
hey,
the stuff
hey,
effortless now, bro. It's just,
yeah,
it's a whole vibe, bro. Like you say, the beat come on, it's clicking, the light turn
yeah,
on.
yeah, for sure,
hmm
man.
So like I say, let me see, yeah, cause like, so what would you say would be your three dopest lines that you said in your records? You know, your bars. Like when you say the bars, you want to mess the head or like. What's your three that you know when you always did and you just be like, oh man, I messed them up.
Yeah. For real.
Original line, like man, yeah, ain't nobody messing with this dog.
Bruh, hold on. Let me see.
That's a
Yeah,
tough one. That's a tough one. Man. Done
It's
said
too
so
hey,
much
no
tough.
shit.
son. That be
Too,
like that's
bruh.
your pat on the back though, cause you be in there like, man, I snap, bro, I killed him with this, man.
Hey, bruh. I'm gonna give you three lines because the three toughest is hard for me to come up with for sure. But
Okay.
Yeah,
um, I'm gonna take one from Major Way. Um, when I got into that, uh, drowning in your Vegas, that's a rookie mistake. How rich brings top rewards do you know what's at stake? Like that right there to me is just
mm-hmm.
because of the statement that I was making, right? So that's
Yeah,
one of my favorite lines. Another one of my
yeah,
favorite lines, this one right here is simple, straight to the point. Um, but it had to be said.
yeah,
It had to be said. It's
yeah,
so
definitely,
simple. And my brother was like, "Why didn't I think to say that? Because it's simple."
yeah,
But one of my lines, I was like, "You little niggas is little niggas because they gotta understand that they gotta stay in their lane, especially when you competitive and somebody's coming at you as far as like have you guys ever been in a battle with a nigga or something like that and you're like bro like I ain't the
yeah,
one you the veteran in the
yeah,
situation and this
Oh
a
yeah.
new
yeah.
kid on the block he
Yeah.
think he can fuck
Right.
with you
Most
They
definitely.
nah
coming
nah nah
straight
nah
to you. They coming straight to you out the back because they want to make a name. So it's like, man, hey, nah, that man, for real. So I say
Hey,
Virginia State alumni, man. Virginia State is where I ran into at, man, at the
yes
time
sir,
too.
yes sir.
And like, yo, I'm probably on some music stuff, bro. Like, they're working, you know, and just
I mean,
hanging out. You feel me?
even
And
hey, speaking of Virginia, man, FSU alumni. Let's talk about that,
hey,
man. Your experience and stuff. Like, what was the
mm-hmm.
networking like out there for you?
hey,
Yeah,
VSU, it was home for me. I started off at this college called Ferrum College, and it was a PWI, and I ended up taking a year off after being there for like a year and a half, and then I went to VSU. Once I got to VSU, everything just started to align. Like um, stepping into my knowledge of self increase. I started to meet people off of that alone. Uh, business classes and then the music, just stepping out on the scene, doing talent shows, running into people like TLEE. It was a guy named Bless that was there. Uh, so the networking, it helped me out a lot at being there and also being in the business school. It taught me to network even more, and I used that to my advantage going into the artistry and meeting people while I was at Virginia State.
Real talk, man. I be saying that's one of like going there and being a part of that. I got more networking than anything, man. So that's why I was like, man, hey, I be feeling entitled, like, boy, let me grab this Virginia State hat, man, real quick. That was a big moment for me, bro, to meet a lot of people, because I ain't never been outside of Florida, bro, until I went up.
Really?
Yeah. I ain't never went nowhere, bro. I was, neighborhood. That's why I was still acting like I was acting, because I ain't never been nowhere.
Hey, bro, look, it was a situation I ain't even gonna speak on at one time when we was out there with us.
Oh, really?
You was like, yeah, you was like, nah, bro, y'all get up out of here. Some shit went down, but I can't remember what it was, bro. I'm telling you.
Man, it probably did, man. It was wild, man.
Well, we built the relationship though, and that's how we here now.
Definitely, man.
Yeah. So can you give us like the chorus of Lil Nigga off the new recent release project, Tales from the Fold? Just a snippet of what they can expect, which is available on all platforms right now, by the way.
Yes, sir. Just the chorus?
Yeah, man. Go on, do your thing.
This is the story about a little nigga whose father was missing entirely. His granny had nothing, his mother had nothing, so he had to make something out of it. Surrounded by struggles and niggas who hustle and they get money, take climbing. It was inspiring. A product with product environment. Yeah.
Come on, man. Underdog podcast exclusive right there, man.
Exclusive, man.
Little nigga off Tales from the Fold, man.
You know what I mean? Man.
Yes, sir.
Got them fire emojis, man. Go on ahead,
Yes, sir.
I like that cadence on that motherfucker low key though. I ain't gonna hold you.
Hey, bruh, just like you were saying, bro. I don't know where the fuck that cadence came from. Cause that's definitely not my flow. I heard that beat and that joke just started going. I said, I gotta stay with this right here. I knew it was gonna be different, but hey, it ended up hitting ultimately. Just by looking at the streams, like Lil Nigga is the second most streamed off of the tape, but.
Break that down for the folk, man, because like when I heard that immediately puts me like in the environment and everything that come with it, and you got that little guy from the neighborhood that start out like that, and it's really real.
Yeah. So going to tell a nigga, it was just wanting to paint a picture about where I come from, what I seen, my environment in general. That's typically what you're gonna get when you come out here. Like niggas gonna be hustling, they looking to get money, so that's what they do. And a lot of them come from nothing, to be honest. I'm really from the country, like out the sticks, so got to make something happen out here, and it's easy to get into that. So I just wanted to paint that picture to give them a little snippet of what my environment was like, and it's more to come from that on the next project that I'm gonna be releasing.
So, man. So, like I say, speaking of Tales from the Fold, you know what I'm saying? Before we go into the project, like, would you, like to shout out anybody that helped contribute, whether it's the studio you recorded at and an artist you collaborated with, you know what I'm saying, as well as producers?
For sure. First, I want to shout out the studio, Bull City Sounds, out in Durham, North Carolina. I want to shout out the engineer, Absolute. That motherfucker is a wizard when it comes to that engineering. I would rather have nobody else on that. I want to shout out my homie Mix by G5. He actually engineered the first track, 2006. I want to shout out Mr. Hit Wonders. He produced the beat for the first track. I want to shout out my brother, Ayo Waller, my blood brother. He produced every other beat on the EP. Just shout out my team for being in the studio with me, riding for me. So Jasmine Ray, she's a R&B artist that I got on my team. Remy Rebels. As you can see, from Major Way, he's riding with me all the way. Paco the Don, another one of my little homies, he's riding with me through it all. Hopefully I ain't forgetting nobody. If I do, if I do, I ain't mean to forget you, man, for real. I just want to shout all of those people out.
Yeah.
Amazing.
So like, how long did it even take you to, get this project done?
In reality, it didn't take long at all because there was a lot of work that I already had. It was just time to step out and record and get the visuals and start marketing and pushing it and getting it out there to the people. So I would say in reality, it probably took me a month or so to get it done.
Yeah, man. So while we talking about Tales from the Foe, man, we gotta play one of the singles, Rise Up, man. That you wait, when is this dropping? Is this an exclusive or something? It ain't out yet.
It's definitely the exclusive. I ain't dropped it yet.
Man.
I ain't dropped it yet. It's definitely the exclusive.
Dropbox, man.
Yeah,
another exclusive right here, man.
Yeah, man.
Real
right.
All right. Who shot this video right here?
Fleek Nation, man. Fleek Nation TV. I need to shout him out too because he did Major Way and he also did Rise Up. He's a wizard with that camera. So if anybody in the North Carolina area looking to get that work, definitely go to Fleek Nation TV. He can get you right.
You heard it right there, man, on the Underdawgs podcast. This is Rise Up off Tales from the Foe by Tru Sol. Dropping soon.
Underdog exclusive.
Yeah. La Familia shit. Real Nigga Association. Get with it or get lost. Shout out to struggle. I used to love her, but since I left her, I've been doing better. So she taught me lessons like your head up, man. This word don't hold you nothing. Go get this chapter, man. Shout out to struggle. I used to love her, but since I left her, I've been doing better. She taught me lessons like, well, keep your head up, man. This word don't hold you nothing. Go get this chapter. Many men wish death upon me. That's why I keep the rules full clip on stage. I'm gonna live for my daughter to change me. So on God, I'ma stand 10 toes on my feet. But I'm surprised when you up, these haters gon' increase. The haters gon' envy, supporters gon' decrease. So fuck 'em, I keep on rising above 'em into the green. And fuck 'em if they don't fuck 'em, my lady, my beauty queen. These people be Billie Jean. There's shit in my jeans. One time I woke up and saw facing reality, I believe. There ain't nothing ever built off of something that's ever free. And opinions never got me no paper, so who is she? Who is he? If about money, I disagree. They ain't got a blueprint to build something that I receive. They gon' ride and they don't ride to the paper, don't intervene. Money talking, let that bullshit won't be it ain't me. It ain't me. Shout out to struggle. I used to love her, but since I left her, I've been doing better. So she taught me lessons like, go head up, man. This word don't hold you nothing. Go get this chapter, man. Shout out to struggle. I used to love her, but since I left her, I've been doing better. So she taught me lessons like, well, keep your head up, man. This word don't hold you nothing. Go many men wish death upon me. That's why I keep the roof clip on safety. Many men wish death upon me. That's why I keep the roof full clip on safety.
That's not hard too, though.
That'd be hard.
Yeah, man, that's Rise Up. You feel me? Tales from the Foe by Tru Sol.
Yes, sir, man. Appreciate it.
Man, I meant to tell you too, bro. I told you in the message, I was like, the storytelling remind me of like Zero from Texas. That's the first thing. Not saying you're still original, I understand, like, that's what
Yeah.
popped up in my head with the storytelling. Then
Yeah.
I was telling
Yeah.
SliE saying he low key reminded me of Mo3 with the vocals too, though. Like,
Hey.
yeah.
Hey, I
Like,
be getting that a lot. Yeah, I be getting that a lot. My brother said when he first heard Mo3, he was like, God damn, when they hear you, they gonna think you Mo3, but you've been doing this shit.
Yeah.
I like the song, bro. The vocals to it, bro. The lyrics, bro. I like the video as well too, bro. The locations y'all chose too with the bus.
Appreciate it.
That was on the bus. That shit was cool.
That's hard, man.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, man. I say the whole Tell from the Fold, man. I was vibing to the whole EP, man. You know what I'm saying? It definitely was a well put together project, man. So y'all make sure and stream that on all platforms right now. If you got an iPhone, it's on Apple Music. Make sure you put in Tru Sol, SOLTRU.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean?
Tales from the Fold. Find that everywhere.
Yeah, from the Fold, man. Talk about the photos. Or we already went over that. Like, what's the origin behind the name?
So basically, where I'm from, I'm out of the 434, right?
Yeah.
When we was at state, you know, most niggas when they see me, they like, hey, that's young boy from the Fold. Where I'm from, little town called Cody or whatever, they call that the Four as well. So I just wanted to paint that picture of what it was like being in that environment, stories that came out of it, the good, the bad, the ugly, on that EP, and also, you know, drop some knowledge in there as well. So that's where I got the name Tales from the Fold from.
Yeah, that's dope, man. For real. It's always good to add emphasis on that, man. You feel me? If ain't nobody else told it, you know what I'm saying, it's out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I had to tell the story, man, because, you know, I know it was needed, and, you know, I know it ain't just happening in the Fold, but, you know, maybe that's gonna help somebody else along the way. You know, maybe somebody gonna listen to Interstate Dreams and they're gonna, you know, ride to that and be like, damn, I was in this situation. I wanted to be in this situation. Anything of that nature. Maybe they're gonna listen to Rise Up. That's gonna make them get up off their ass and be like, you know what? Fuck everything going on around me. Let me make sure I rise above it. Let me rise above the bullshit. Or they're gonna listen to 2006 and reminisce. You know?
Man, that's what I got too when I told you about certain records. I'm like, it's relatable situations. You know, anybody can pull it up and listen to it. I ain't just catered to just one group of people. That's universal. So well good put together, well good track list, man. So also, man, you did that open mic recently. I seen you posted, man. What's that like with live bands at open mics, man? I ain't never did that yet, to be honest, but I definitely want to do it.
Yeah, I definitely want to do that too, man. That shit was
Hey, bro, that was home. That was home for me. That's why, you know, if you see like on the visual, on the video, it looks like, you know, I'm chilling, I'm cool. Like that's home for me, because in high school I did talent shows, and everything I always did, I did with a live band. Even going back to the roots, you know, as a youngin' coming up at church, my dad, he had his own group and shit. So he played the keyboards. My brother played the set. One of my uncles on the bass. So I've always been in that environment. So I've always been comfortable doing that. And that night, now that was a freestyle. That was a freestyle. I usually don't, but my homeboy, he went to the band, he was like, hey, can you guys play something smooth? Let my brother get up here and rock out real quick, and that's what came from that, performing with the live band.
Yeah, you know, your whole like or in that video showed that you were just comfortable with it, just laid back and just naturally doing it. You know what I mean? Like, with no effort. I thought it would have been some rope.
Bro, I ain't even gonna lie to you, bro. Like, it felt good to be back up there, because I hadn't been up there in a while. So it's like, I want to get back to doing more of that. And if y'all ain't done that yet, y'all definitely tap into that, especially with the content that you guys are bringing, dropping that knowledge on them people, and the way that y'all packaging it, putting it together. Definitely get a live band and get that out to the people, man, for sure.
Most definitely, bro.
No, definitely, man, because the Underdawgs EP is out right now, all platforms. And my boy SliE got the hit on there. He got that Alliance. you know, that enlightenment is definitely something that's gonna raise somebody's vibration, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everybody giving a lot of good feedback on that, man. I told her that's a dope record, you know, that's gonna do it. But I can definitely see that with a live band, man. We gotta see
that. yeah.
Powerful, bro. That'd be powerful, bro. Oh man.
Hey, I would like to do like a record, like record one for like the album with a live band. To be honest, bro, I think that should be legit.
Yeah, that should be dope.
That's how they used to do them back in the day too.
Yeah.
Real live instruments,
Yeah, it's a guy on my way. He got a studio where he got the live instruments and everything set up too. So it's just all about me getting the instrumental or getting the music together and then getting the right people to go ahead and do it. You know, that's all it's gonna take to get that done.
Yeah, most definitely, man. So you explain some of the project, man, but any other events or whatever going on you want to share with the folks, man? Anything upcoming in the works?
Hey, stay in tune. Therapy session is on the way. That's gonna be the second project that I'm gonna release. Remy Rebels, one of my artists, he's gonna follow up right behind me. So y'all stay tuned in that. Everything will be streamed on all platforms. The La Familia merch will be available this fall as well. So get in tune with that, and you know, that's pretty much all I got right now.
Definitely, man, have emotion. But you know what I'm saying?
Before we even get into all that, man, I like to share to the people, man. Next week, man, the Underdawgs, man, we're gonna be performing in Atlanta, Georgia next week.
Let's go.
We finna be turning up, man. Shout out to my boy Blaze Hunter and K Will. Everybody for putting that event together. You know what I mean? We the headliner. We finna turn that bitch up. It's finna be a whole situation.
It's gonna be sideways. Like I said, I'm me and my boy. I've been one man rock band, and now the situation going where you know we can get back in the same room together and turn it sideways. You know what I mean? Because you know I'm in Atlanta, in Florida, but the city doing the time. How everything moving out, kind of got our supposed to. So we definitely finna turn it sideways, man. The building gonna be upside down like Wonderworks, bro. You feel me?
Hey, I already know y'all about to turn it up with that energy, bro. I already know y'all about to go down there and handle y'all business,
man. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, shout out to Signature Series Network. You know what I'm saying? The Black-owned network that we're on, we're part of, and yeah, man. As always, man. It's always an honor, man, to have somebody I know personally too on having emotion and doing their thing, man. So I feel like you know it's more of a personal conversation. You know what I'm saying? On a level where it's like I'm proud to see my people doing their thing, bro, and just keep going up. You know what I'm saying? It's an inspiration to me too when I see people doing their thing. I know it just gives me motivation to keep pushing harder, man, because. If anything, what we all know, man, our people, you know what I'm saying, we gotta keep uplifting each other, you know what I'm saying, and putting these gems out here, you know what I'm saying, because the little that we doing, bro, over time can be some real major, and I feel like what we doing is real major anyways, you know what I mean? But,
it is.
Bro, keep doing, keep pushing the messages, man. Keep doing hard, dog, because like I say, anything is achievable, bro. We want to do out here. You know what I'm saying? You just got to keep being consistent, stand down for the come up, bro. And when you already done seen the green grass, bro, you know what I'm saying? You got to let the lawn. You got to let the lawn grow,
yes,
bro.
Sir.
Bro. You got to do maintenance on it. You got to weed a little bit, you know what I'm
saying?
Hey, I want my lawn. I want my lawn to look like stainless, bro. You know what I'm saying? Keep you know what I mean? Everybody ain't messing with me. Keep out my grass, bro.
Hey, and I just want to say I appreciate y'all guys having me, man. Been a pleasure coming out, popping out on the Underdawgs podcast, man. Anytime y'all want to bring me back, or anytime we moving forward, and we can collab on the music, anything.
Just let me know. Bring that up. I was gonna bring that up. We gotta do some music, bro. We got to. That's mandatory, bro.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man.
Yes, sir.
Keep building this network, man. But I'm gonna let my boy SliE do it how we always do it, man.
Yeah, man. I mean, so before we let you go, man, what does the word underdog, or when you hear the word underdog, means to you?
But underdog is who I am, bro. That's the position I've been in my entire life. In every position coming up has always been something in the way, and I've always been able to prevail over that, bro. So when I think of an underdog, I think of someone who has all the odds stacked against them, but they do not let the odds beat them. So that's what underdog means to me.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. I be saying everybody got some underdog in them. You just gotta activate it, man. But times like that, when you prevail through so much, man, you know what I'm saying? You become stronger as an individual. So
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? All you can do is keep going up the ladder, bro. People that that's afraid to step on the ladder, bro, they're afraid of heights, bro. I'm trying to go as high as I can. You feel me?
Damn right. Damn right.
Yo, so y'all make sure y'all follow my guy Tru Sol on IG. You know what I mean? Y'all make sure y'all go stream his new tape out right now, Tales from the Foe.
Yes, sir.
Make sure y'all follow the podcast page down there too, the Underdawgs podcast page, man.
Yep.
Make sure y'all go stream that the Underdawgs EP as well as on all streaming platforms.
And you can follow me at Tru. And you can follow me at Tru Sol on Snapchat too. Just to throw that out there. Follow me everywhere, man. Tru Sol.
Already, man. I say, man, it was a pleasure having you on here, big dog. You know what I'm saying? It's episode 5, season 2. We like 24, 25 episodes in, man. You know what I mean? 25 Saturday.
Yeah. We just gonna keep on going up, man.
Hey, it's power in there. Hey, he definitely glitched out. Hey,
yeah, but they keep glitching
number
us,
5. It's power in that, bro.
Yes, sir.
If you know, you know.
Yeah, man. But shit, man, we gonna go ahead and wrap this up, man. Y'all go ahead and enjoy the rest of y'all evening. We gone, man. I say
peace up. Peace and life, family.
Peace.